But Derek Fisher hit the two biggest shots of the game. Let's start with the one in regulation. You know the moment's not too big for him. This was Derek Fisher's 30th NBA Finals game. That ties Shaquille O'Neal for most among active players. But when it comes down by 3, the Magic trying to protect that lead, what could they have done differently to maybe change the outcome and change the direction of these finals?
Now it's time for the Monday morning quarterback. If you're the Orlando Magic, there are a few things you can do in this situation. Number one, you're up 3. The Lakers have the basketball. They're going full court. You could just foul the inbound. When you don't foul the inbound, you have Jameer Nelson on Derek Fisher. I would have liked to see Courtney Lee or even Rayford Austin guarding him. You know why? They have the quickness to get up into Derek Fisher, who's not really a great ball handler at this point of his career. He's not going to go to the basket for a 2 because in this situation you need a 3, but also Courtney Lee is bigger and he has the athleticism to actually contest that shot. So there are a lot of different things that the Magic could have done, should have done, would have done, but it's too late now.
It's the age-old question in the NBA. When you're up by 3 trying to protect that lead late in games, do you foul and send the opposing team to the free throw line for a pair of free throws? Stan Van Gundy elected not to, obviously, and was burned. He was asked about it after the game.
We thought 11 seconds was too early, because especially the way we were shooting free throws tonight. So we thought it was too early, but, you know, in retrospect, we gave him so much space to shoot the ball. I mean, we played like we were trying to prevent the layup. I mean, it was. Well, I thought we did a good job. We denied Bryant the ball, and then we just didn't play Derek Fisher. We just didn't guard him.
So, Jalen, Stan Van Gundy not necessarily upset with the decision not to foul, but the way they played Derek Fisher. That was the shot to send the game to overtime. They get to overtime, and again, a tie game. A double team on Kobe Bryant. Jameer Nelson comes down. Fisher's left wide open and burns them again. What could they have done differently that time?
Spacing for Kobe Bryant. Anytime you go down a double team like Jameer Nelson did, Kobe Bryant had the basketball on the post. He's allowed to actually turn and try to face and square to get a shot off. Yes, he did elbow Jameer Nelson in the face, but for the most part, the referees aren't going to call that. And if you're Jameer Nelson, it's just like a block, charge, or a flop. At that time, you can't flop. You have to stay upright. And if he does go down, a teammate, in this case Rashard Lewis, must rotate to Derek Fisher, a guy who lives for that moment. Kobe Bryant did a great job of being patient and taking what the defense gave him, but you must run Derek Fisher off of that shot and make somebody else make it.
Is it a flop if you get popped in the jaw?
Well, at that point in the game, Matt, you got to stand in there tall. It's kind of like boxing. It's still the third round.
He actually got hit in the jaw. I mean, you got to give him that.
No, you got to stand up, though.
Should it have been an offensive foul?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. The other issue beyond the three-point shooting is you could argue the Magic lost this game in the third quarter. They came out after putting together a 12-point halftime lead. They came out and their offense was a mess suddenly. Passes all over the court. Turnovers every which way. The Lakers outscored them 30-14 in that third quarter. What went wrong for Orlando?
And Trevor Ariza had a huge hand in that. Here's a guy that had 0 points in the first half, had 13 big points in the third quarter. But if you're the Orlando Magic, the beginning of the game, the Lakers had heavy foul trouble. Lamar Odom, Pau Gasol, their entire front line seemed to be in foul trouble. They played the 12 players in the first half. So when you're the Magic, you have to go in at halftime basically up more than 12. When they didn't bury the Los Angeles Lakers when they had the opportunity, they left the door open. The third quarter, the Lakers kicked it in.
3-1 leads in the NBA Finals hold up how much?
95% of the time.
95.7% of the time is the correct answer.
Oh, wow.
Not great odds for the Orlando Magic, who will try to make it a 3-2 series Sunday on ABC in Game 5 in Orlando. Try to take that thing back to L.A.